Hello, this is Lucas. Welcome to another Java tutorial. In this video, I will be going over hash sets. Now, a hash set is just a collection of items, but every single item in that collection is unique. So we can't have two items that are the same. So to get started, firstly we need to import the hash set. So we'll just put in import, then you can do java.util, and then obviously we can import everything, or if you just want to import the hash set, you can just import the hash set, just like that. Now when that's imported, we can now create an object. Let's say, so we'll do a hash set, and then to start off, we'll do a string for now. So put in string, and then we'll just put in some of the names, and then we'll do equal.new hash set, and then we can close it off like this. Now we can also put in string in here, but it's not needed, it's not mandatory. So that's the first step. That's how we create our object or our hash set. Now we need to start adding we need to add items into this hash set. So what we'll do is we'll just refer to the variable that we have, which is names. So we'll just do names, and then we'll do a dot, and then we add. Now in here, this is where we add an item to our collection. The item being in here. Now since our hash set is a string, we can only add strings into this hash set. So let's say we start adding names in. We'll add in like John. Then we'll do names dot add. Let's add another one. Let's add Peter. And then to finish it off, we can add some like Sarah, or something like that. There we go. So we have 3 items added. Now you can see that they are all different. And now what we can do is we can just print out names. We just have to print out names. We don't have to write like toString or anything, and then we can print that out. And you can see we get our collection. Now let's say we add another name. So we do names.add. But now if we try to add, let's say we want to add John again. Alright, so we have John added twice. You can see that even though we added John twice, it will, because we already have John added, we will not add John again, because a hash set can only contain items that are unique to each other. So if we add the same item, it will just not do anything. It's not going to cause an error, but it's just not going to add anything. So next thing what we can do is we can check if an item exists. So I will remove this for now. And then so what we'll do is we will see if our hash set contains anything. So what we'll do in here is we'll do names and do dot contains. Now we can specify any of the items that we have added. So let's say we want to check if we have added Peter, or if Peter exists in this hash set. And if you print this out, you can see that we get true. Obviously, if we have some other value that does not exist in our hash set, it will return false, just like that. Now there are ways to remove an item, which is very simple to do. All we have to do is we have to specify the name again, which is names, and then we do dot remove. And now in here we can specify what item we want to remove. So let's say we want to remove Peter. And then we will print this out, and you can see we get false because we remove Peter. So Peter does not exist. So a better way to look at this is if we just print out the names. You can see now we only have 2 items, Sarah and John, because we have removed Peter. As clear as that. Now instead of, let's say we want to remove everything from this collection, from this hash set. Instead of having to do names.remove Peter, names.remove John, names.remove Sarah, let's say you have a list of 100, you don't want to do that for every single item. what we can do is, instead of .remove, we can do .clear. And what this will do is it will just remove every single item from this hash set. And if you print that out, you can see that we have an empty collection because we have removed everything. Now let's say that we want to get the size of our hash set. We don't actually know what the size is. So what we can do is we can print out in here, we can do names. Now it's a bit different from normal arrays, because with normal arrays we'll do .length, but for the hash set we'll do dot and then we'll do size. So the size, not the length, but the size. And if you print this out, you can see we get the number 3 because we have 3 items added in here. Now let's say we want to loop through the hash set. Very simple. We just create ourselves a for loop, and because we have specified a string, we need to do string here, so string I, and then we will just loop through names. Names being the variable name that we have set to our hash set. And then what we can do is we can just simply print out I like this, and you can see that it will just print out every single name in a for loop. Now let's say we change this. Let's say we want to change this, instead of having string items, we want to have integers. So let's say we want to do, instead of names, we just want to do ages. Right, so just the ages, we have a collection and it's just ages. So how do we change that? First things first, this has to be an int. Now you can see that we have added strings in here. So firstly, let's change what we can add in here. So at the moment our hash set is a string, but we don't want to add we don't want to have strings anymore. I want to be integers. So instead of us doing int like this will not work. What we need to do is we need to specify the actual name, which is integer, and then you can see we are getting errors in here because we are adding a string, but our hash set can only contain integers. So we need to change these to integers, so we can do like 22. We'll change this to 32, and then we can change this to 20. And now if we print this out, you can see we get all of the ages. So instead of changing this to just int, we have to change this to integer. That's the only way that we can get it to work. So that's about it for this video on hash sets. I hope you enjoyed, hope this helped, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.